Very good morning. Back in my office after a very long time. Something very interesting happened. There are many times when there are important things that we need to keep safe, whether it's documents, uh, bank papers, whatever it may be, and not necessarily papers, it can be any item also. It could be jewelry, electronics. Something very strange happened, not the first time, but this time it really hit me. So I was carrying my little action camera, the GoPro one, you must have seen it, really small little matchbox type. And as you know that when you fly, you're not allowed to carry batteries in your check-in luggage, but you're supposed to carry it with you in your hand. Now that being such a small thing, I took the whole thing, and in my hurry, I went and I put it away. At the nth hour, when I was all ready to leave the house and go to the airport, I was doing a final check, and then I suddenly was going through my trolley bag in which my laptop was there, and that's where I keep all my other electronic stuff and the batteries and the hard drives and all that, so it's easy to take out during security check. I started searching in that and I couldn't find the camera. I'm very, very systematic and organized when it comes to packing all my things, especially the electronic stuff, and I couldn't find the damn thing. I said, where could it be? And the packing was done 2 days before. I know some people say I overdo it, but that's how I am. I searched, I took out everything from my trolley bag, I ripped off everything. I couldn't find it. Then I kept thinking, is it possible that I took out the battery and put the battery in along with the hard drives, but put the camera in my check-in luggage? So I opened that bag, searched the whole damn thing. I just couldn't find it. Then I thought maybe I left it in the car when I went with my cousin. I went and checked the car. It wasn't there. Small little thing you can roll out, because anyway I was shooting from time to time. Now I got frantic. I said, now this is crazy. No one could have stolen it because it never went out. Then I did something which I normally resort to from time to time when something like this happens. I just sat down in my room where I was doing my packing, on the ground, crossed my legs, took off my glasses, shut the door, closed my eyes, and I just went silent. In my mind, it was like a rewind button on a CD drive or a VHS tape which used to be there earlier. Rewound about 2 days in my mind to the extent I could, and I then pressed play, and I just kept seeing each scene during the course of my packing. Each item, clothes, shoes, toiletries, gifts, whatever. And I could see myself putting it in, each thing in its own way, organizing it and packing it well so that it doesn't shift during luggage being thrown on the conveyor belt or otherwise. And then it struck me that I was anyway carrying my UAV with me for doing my aerial shoot. And it so happens that in certain airlines, they don't allow you to carry the UAV with you. You're supposed to put that in the check-in, but carry the batteries with you. And then it struck me that when I took out the UAV and put it into my check-in luggage, which I found when I reopened the bag, that space was left empty, big enough to put the camera in whole, completely. And that was one place I didn't check. It didn't strike me. So I opened my eyes, went and opened my UAV bag, and behold, that little camera wrapped in a cloth bag was inside. Amazing. And I don't know how many of you have experienced this, but this happens. You are extra careful to take care of something to such a degree you yourself don't remember or you don't find it at all. And you go frantic. But the way to handle it, and this has worked for me, is don't fret. Just relax. Sit down quietly, close your eyes, and let your mind do the rewinding. And see it. It's like, throwing an image on through a projector on a big screen. See the whole thing. And believe you me, I have had a 95% strike rate in recovering or finding what I had so-called lost. All my doing, being over careful, but I found it. So if something like this happens to you, or you've gone through it, if you have a methodology, great. But if it hasn't worked for you and you've gone frantic, no need. Try this method. It just may help you. It's worked for me. I think it'll work for you. Have a great day.